Hey YouTube, JG here doing a deck profile for my Mermail Atlantean deck that I've been playing at locals. Since getting back into the game, this is the deck that I've been playing, and so far it's been fairly consistent when playing it. There are some cards that I would like to play, but at the moment I don't have them, but hopefully I can get them so I can start playing them and see how they work. But anyways, I'll give a quick deck profile and then I'll explain some of the cards as fast as I can. But one of the main cards, of course, is Mermail Megalo. He's searchable with Dragoons since he's a Sea Serpent, and then you can discard 2 waters to special summon him, and then when he's special summoned that way you can search for an Abyss spell or trap card. One of my favorite cards, Mermail. You can only discard 1 water to special summon him. When he's special summoned that way you can search for a level 4 Mermail or lower from your deck to your hand. You can easily go into rank 7s with him. One of the most important Atlantean, Neptibus. Basically, he can mill an Atlantean and then add 1 to your hand. But if you mill Dragoons with it, then you can eventually add 1 Atlantean plus the Sea Serpent that you milled for Dragoons. You got the Triple Marksman. He allows you to, he helps with OTKs, but you can also destroy back row or search for Neptibus if you inflict damage. Triple Pike, he's amazing. He's a +1 and also allows you to go into your rank 4s. 2 Dragoons. He is what makes this deck too good, just for the fact that you can go into Dweller, and then every time you send to the graveyard to activate a water effect, you can search for a Sea Serpent. 2 Infantry, one of the most important cards I think this format when playing against pendulums and getting over big monsters, just because this deck does struggle sometimes to get over certain monsters, but this certainly helps. One of the effect that not a lot of people use is additional to summon an Atlantean if you summon this card or if it's on the field, so it's very useful in many occasions. 2 Gundy. Most people, some people play 1, 2, I've seen people play 3, but I like 2 just for the consistency. For the 1Z Mermails, you got Mermail Lead, you got Lindy, and then Abyss Starch. No one really plays this card as much, but I think he's really important. Unlike Pike, you can actually add a level 3 or lower water from your graveyard, and it can be anything. There's really no requirements besides the level 3 or lower, but he's really useful with recycling important monsters. Lead, he's a high level, and you can also use his additional effect to discard a card from your opponent by sending 1 attack precision Mermail to the graveyard. Play Deep Sea Diva, Moon Glacier, just because how easy these cards are to search, and also get this one easily to get into Neptibus and synchro plays, and then this one you can easily summon it now that you have Neptibus to control the graveyard and other cards. I play Hand Traps, so like 2 Maxis and then 1 Veiler. Just because if you Maxi someone and they're trying to push for a game, then you draw into Veiler, then you can Veiler them and then stop their plays and maybe live 1 more turn. So I think it's important to play 1 card that stops some sort of play. 2 Instant Fusion and then 2 Salvage. Salvage is good unless you open up with both of them, but it's still fairly good. And then Instant Fusion, of course, you have Norden, and if you have Dragoons in the graveyard, you can special summon and go into an XYZ just off 1 card and then plus another 1 off Dragoon. So it's really important. I played 1 Lance, 1 Upstart, and then 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. This is because I like going second, and if they have something to stop my plays and I have Lance, this usually helps to continue with my plays. Shorten the deck by 1, and then 1 MSD to destroy back row sometimes, or additional stoppage. Traps, I play 6, play Bottomless, Compulse, Breakthrough, Torrential, Bisphere, and then Aquamarine Cycle. Aquamarine is basically a salvage for any 2 waters in the graveyard. The only requirement is that you have to shuffle 1 face-up water monster in your side of the field, but it actually helps many of your plays, as you can send cards that you don't need at the time or that can easily die by your opponent's monsters. Okay, I'll go into the extra deck. Of course, you have the Elder Norden. He's important to getting a lot of your plays. And then for synchros, I play Armades, Crimson, and then Trishula. This card's amazing against Burning Abyss. This card's just really one of my favorites, and I also like it against Cosmos. And then this card's really easy to go into. Most people don't realize it, but with playing Deep Sea Diva, if you summon Marksman and you inflict damage with Marksman, special summon Dragoons, if you still have one in your deck, then you can easily just go into this with one single card. So and it really helps. For rank 7s, I play Red Eyes, Flare, Metal Dragon, Make a Phantom Beast, Draco set, one Big Eye, and then one Mermail Biscayos. This card is very underrated. However, sometimes I'm short on OTKs, so this helps finish some of the games. Take your opponent's monsters, get rid of cards that that your opponent tries to win single-handed by, floodgates and so on. And then this is Negation, just one of my favorite cards. Then for rank 4s, you got Castell, Deus Emerald, Gaga, Cowboy. Finish OTKs, get rid of cards that such as floodgates, then recycle your resources. And this card actually pluses too much if it's used correctly. And then I also play Bahamut Shark and Mermail Abyss Strike. These cards were highly played a few formats before this, but however I think it's important because Abyss Strike helps a lot in preventing you from getting OTK'd, especially with Raigeki not being banned. And then one of the most important cards in the extra deck is Abyss Dweller. My side deck's actually not finished, but so far I'll show the cards that I have. 2 Line Prisoners. I like this more on Burning Abyss now than I do Shadow. I think Dante's and Beatrice and all those extra deck cards are really, really good. And so, Chaos Trap Hole against Burning Abyss, 2 MSTs against Pendulums, Burning Abyss, and then have 1 Barrier Statue of the Torrent. Basically, while this card's face up, only water monsters can be special summoned. Some of the cards that I would like to get is 2 Ghost Ogres, additional Maxi, 1 more Veiler, Winter Cherries, and then possibly getting like 2 Royal Decrees. I think those cards would really help my deck. But anyways, that's a quick deck profile. I'm also planning on doing a video on the combos for Mermail Atlanteans. Some of the OTKs, some of the plays that are fairly important to know if you're going to be playing the deck. And I will make that video later. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys.